I heard that there's a famous Muslim scholar called Mufti Menk who's got a mosque in Zimbabwe. So I decided to go there. This entrance is where I went in first time, and I was told, no, this is the men's side, so you need to go to the women's side. So I dropped my son off there, and then I decided to walk to the women's side. You can see there, that's where it says the women's entrance. So I wanted to see how mosques compared from the UK, where I'm used to, and Zimbabwe. When I was in Zimbabwe, I was not a Muslim. I didn't know really anything about Islam, and I don't remember seeing or interacting with any Muslims while growing up. But now I have a bit of flashbacks from, I think that might have been a Muslim, whatever. But the thing is, I didn't really pay attention to it because I didn't know about it. This is the entrance to the women's side, and you can see here it's a completely separate building. This was after Juma, but while Juma was on, there were a few cars there. This is the main entrance. There's a notice board here, and there were a few cars. I thought, maybe there are going to be more, but from what I've seen, it seems like a lot of women don't go for Juma in Zimbabwe. Can you see the mosque is nice and clean? It's very beautiful inside there. It seems like women don't really go for Juma from what I've seen, because I went to another mosque where they did not take any women whatsoever. They say they only have women on Eid day. This is the wudu area, very nice and clean. Couldn't even believe that this is after Juma. People had actually used this, but you go in there, it's well kept, nice and clean. So I asked a few women that I know about Juma before actually somebody told me about this, but it seems like a lot of mosques don't have spaces for women, but this one has a completely separate space. But then I got a bit confused as well, because there's no streaming of the Juma. I was expecting maybe to see a TV screen or something. When we got there were talks playing of Mufti Menk, and then when Juma started, I think somebody else started speaking. I was a bit confused and really didn't know what was going on. But anyway, here's a nice place for praying if you need to pray whenever you're in Harare. But for Juma, don't expect to see the Imam. So I don't know if that's how it's done. If a building is completely separate from the men's side, and the men have the Imam and all that, and the women have a totally separate building, and you go for Juma, does that Juma really feel like Juma? Or you just in a separate building praying?